Wow.
What's up, YouTube? Wow here, and welcome to another book review. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson is the book that has really helped me to live better and be happier. So, today we're going to go over the key quotes from the book. Let's go. This is such a mindfuck, isn't it? This is known as the backwards law by philosopher Alan Watts. It's the idea that the more you pursue feeling better all the time, the less satisfied you become. As pursuing something only reinforces the fact that you lack it in the first place. But when we stop trying, we will actually get what we want. For example, have you ever told yourself, hey, just be happy? But the more you tell yourself that, the more you're being reminded of all the fucked up shit that made you unhappy. Trying to suppress the unpleasant thoughts will only intensify it. But when you let go of trying to be happy and embrace the fact that life is gonna suck sometimes and things will not always turn out the way you want them to be, by accepting and not giving a fuck about the negative experiences, you're now empowered to do what actually makes you happy. I know this is incredibly difficult and we will all fail often. The subtle art of not giving a fuck is essentially about learning how to focus and prioritize your thoughts effectively. This is the most worthy struggle in life, and perhaps the only struggle in life. Because wherever your thoughts are, your actions will follow. Look, problems never go away. They just get upgraded or downgraded. You have a money problem, I have a money problem, and guess what? Warren Buffett also has a money problem. He just has a much better money problem than all of us. The same goes for relationships, career, health, you name it. So, don't hope for a life without problems. There's no such thing. But hope for a life full of good problems. True happiness also comes from having problems you enjoy having and enjoy solving. To get an amazing body, you must appreciate the pain at the gym. To have a great marriage, you must go through the hurt feelings. To start your own business, you must endure the repeated failures. Happiness requires struggles. It requires you to have problems to solve. And if you can't choose a pain-free life, the real question becomes, what pain are you willing to struggle for?
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
It's a bit different from what Spider-Man's uncle said, but better. Yes, with great responsibility comes great power. When we get to choose our problems, we feel inherently responsible for the outcome. In fact, we all love to take responsibility for success and prosperity. But unfortunately, we rarely get to choose our circumstances or the behavior of others. When injustice is bestowed on us with our consent, it's easy to point the finger at others and feel like a victim. Many of us don't even realize that getting offended is sometimes a form of high. It feels good to be self-righteous and morally superior. It's a pleasure that we don't even consciously acknowledge. So, while the narrative of I didn't choose this, if my parents were different, it was not my fault, is true, it's still your responsibility to choose how you live with it. Like in a poker game, you don't get to choose the cards dealt to you, but you're still responsible to make the best decision in that given situation. We can't control what happens to us, but we can always control how we interpret the event, as well as how we respond. The point is, we're always choosing, whether you recognize it or not. Change is as simple as choosing to give a fuck about one thing over another. It really is that simple. It's just not easy. So, whatever the circumstances are, it's your responsibility to not give a fuck about the victim mentality. No one but you is responsible to make yourself happy again. The more we accept these responsibilities, the more we're empowered to change our lives. Whatever the problem is, chances are millions of others also have it now, had it in the past, or will have in the future. It doesn't minimize the pain, but it just means that you're not special. Well, that's a great thing to be aware of. Because entitled people delude themselves into thinking one of the two ways. I deserve special treatment because I'm great, and the rest of you suck. Or, I deserve special treatment because I suck, and all of you are great. Either way, it's the very sense of self-absorption that keeps them from coming to terms with their own problems. And the rare people who do become exceptional, not because they believe they're exceptional. They become amazing because they're obsessed with self-improvement. And that very obsession of self-improvement stems from the belief that they are, in fact, not all that special at all. Folks, here you have it. This is part 1 of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. More quotes are coming, and please be on the lookout for part 2. In the meantime, please subscribe and also follow me at Wild Book Review on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Words of wisdom. Peace out.